I want to just go back before we go to the next topic. There's an issue that we dealt with yesterday, again, regarding your time, your sequence. And it's a media clip, because you do quite a few of those. So there's a media clip that we want to play, and then I want to engage you on what you said in that clip.
Been contacted by the IDAC.
Oh, that's bullet.
I have been contacted by the IDAC. I'd given the file to the IDAC. I was then contacted by the Inspector General for Intelligence. I gave him what I had left. And now I'm getting calls from people claiming to be policemen, wanting to meet wherever. And I said, you know what, where are you from, Johannesburg? I'll come to Johannesburg. I'm more than happy to meet you at your office. I never got a return call. Mkwanazi must not be selective in how he presents information, sir. Here's my thing. I've already given my disclosure to the IDAC. Do I need a parallel investigation? I think not. I don't know who to trust right here. This is the sad part.
Mm-hmm. So you do confirm, though, that investigators did call you to try and get more information. You just didn't trust them because you were not sure if they were legitimate.
I'd already handed over my file to the IDAC. I didn't want to meet another investigator because I didn't know who was covering for what. I didn't know who.
Okay. Now, that is incorrect. I'm putting that to you. Can we go to, so that I can take you through the chronology again on this aspect. Page 3856 of 9B. 3856. The person, the police officer that you're referring to there is Colonel Philip that had called you, right? That you say you didn't trust. Get 9B, page 3856.
Thank you, sir.
Do you have it?
I do.
Okay. I want you to remember your evidence yesterday on page 3856. Mm-hmm. The table there, you said you don't dispute the table, what's set out in that table. Now, on the 2nd of November, he does the introduction. We've been through that. 3rd, you have engagements with him throughout the beginning of November. And you'll see that the last engagement is on the 9th of November, 2024. Mr. Adams indicated that he has eventually addressed the challenges at his residence and will call Colonel Philip by the end of the week to confirm when he, Mr. Adams, will be coming to Joburg. 15 November, outgoing call to Mr. Adams, no answer. So the last engagement would have been 9 November. At this stage, there's no IDAC, if we are to believe the email from you sending the email to the minister on the 10th of November, the minister's office, on the 10th of November, and Mr. Nkabinde responding on the 11th, and the letter saying that IDAC must investigate. We've been through that. All of that is 10 and 11 November. So when you say in that clip that you were already engaged with the IDAC when Colonel Philip called you, that's not true.
Can I just see the date on that thing, man? Because I'm actually
which date?
Of that clip, please.
Of the clip with Clement.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Just the date. I don't need to see the clip. I've kind of got a frame of it.
See if we have the date of the clip. But
okay, if you can.
I think the more important thing is what you're saying in the clip about the history.
No, I understand that. And I'm just trying to think what I was doing or thinking at that time.
Okay. We'll try and get the date for you.
Or alternatively, commissioners, may I make a supplementary after consultation with my attorney about that one, if at all possible?
Can you just please keep a running list of all?
No, there's only two. Only two. I won't flood the commission.
Just in case.
No, I won't flood the commission. No.
There was one and now there's two.
It's only two.
So
I'll stop right there.
It's on that basis that I said just keep a running list, and then at the end you raise those with us, and a decision will be taken.
Okay. Thank you, Commissioner. Can you just tell me what that is marked
Yes.
as so I can write it down?
I'll get the date for you, but of
No,
that clip. What I want to address with you is again, what you say in that clip is that when Colonel Phillip called you, you were already engaged with the IGI and with IDAC. That can't be, because Colonel Phillip's engagement with you ends on the 9th of November. By the 9th of November, there's no IDAC. IDAC only comes in on the 10th, actually on the 11th, because you write an email to the minister on the 10th of November complaining about the fact that your case won't be, you want an independent investigator, right?
100%.
So that is incorrect, what you're saying in that clip.
Yes, on the face of it, I will accept that, and that is why I'm asking just for time, just to pick, because I mean, it's the first time that I see the clip in this context.
Okay. What I want to know is, are you sure that your engagement with IDAC only started after your email to the minister and the minister's letter to IDAC?
I can confirm that, ma'am.
Okay. There was nothing discussed prior to that?
No, ma'am.
Okay. And with the IGI, was it a parallel process? So when Colonel Phillip called you, were you already engaged with the IGI?
I'm actually now, and this is maybe where the IGI's logbook is going to be very important, thinking that maybe I should request what date I was there, because from what I'm saying there, I'm now not convinced that I met the IGI afterwards, if you understand what I'm saying.
Afterwards when? When you say afterwards, you need to give us a point in time.
So my version of events of 2 years ago is I met with IDAC and then the IGI. I'm just questioning myself now if it happened that way. So that's what I'm saying. I'm going to apply for permission from the IGI's office just to tell me what day and what time I was there, and then I'll be able to give you a proper supplementary, if that's okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Now, with the IGI, that wasn't your only engagements with the IGI. In 2025, there's further engagements because you wanted a copy of the IGI's report.
Yes, ma'am.
How did you become aware that the IGI was investigating crime intelligence?
I was the complainant in the matter. I had handed him some of the documentation that he had, and I would regularly, well, not regularly, I would email him to ask if there's been any updates. And then one day, brazenly and out of frustration, I asked if the report, no, he confirmed that he concluded his report was with the minister. I asked if I may have a copy of the report. He said no. I emailed the minister. I asked the minister if he'd bring the report to the portfolio. The minister never replied. Now it's at this stage, and I'm sorry to be speaking so long on limited time, it's at this stage, I'm thinking if the minister doesn't want to share this report or to deal with whoever's been doing what, if any findings have been made, then the minister's part of it. And that of me was, luckily I didn't say it to anyone. It was a blunder. It was a massive blunder.
Then the minister is part of what? What are you?
Of the cover up in my head, in my view.
Which cover up now? Because you're now with IDAC and you're with the IGI, so there's, you were aware that both were investigating. Did you think that your complaints were being investigated by the IGI and IDAC, right? You were running the IDAC process as well?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, why would you think that the minister is involved in the cover-up?
In my view, if there is proof of corruption, I felt that the place that it must be mentioned is in the police portfolio, because that's where it was raised. So I'm emailing the minister to ask him if he's going to bring the report to us as a committee, and the minister never responded. And to me, that was a little bit offish.
But didn't you first ask the IGI for a copy of the report?
Yes.
And then the response was that they completed the investigation.
No, if I'm right, I was first told the investigation is complete. Excuse me, the report is with the minister. Then I emailed the IGI, said, am I allowed a copy of the report? And he said no. And then I emailed the minister and asked him if he'd bring the report, because now I know I'm not allowed a copy, but if the minister will bring the report to the portfolio.
Okay, so, and did you eventually get to the report?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
To this day.
The minister's office didn't respond to you?
His office didn't respond to that email.
Okay. So you are the complainant in that?
Yes,
the
ma'am.
IGI process as well?
I am.
Okay. And that also started in November of 2024?
Like I said, yes, but I'm just going to ask them for their logs to confirm the day I was there.
Do you know if the Office of the Minister had any involvement in your complaint to the IGI being initiated, well, whether it was investigated at the instance of the
It
Minister?
was not mentioned to me, and I didn't ask. I wasn't told that the Minister's instruction. No, I wasn't told anything like that.
Called by the office of the IGI, surely you must have asked, how do you know that I have a complaint about crime intelligence? They must have told you some background to, we are calling you, we've heard you've laid a complaint, whether with IDEC or whoever, and this is where we know it from, and you want to verify that you're speaking to the right person, surely.
Thank you, Commissioner. When I was speaking to this lady, she gave me an office number, she gave me an address, a physical address, and that to me was okay. And when I got there and I was introduced to the IGI, Mr. Fadiel, it actually occurred to me, I asked him, how did you know about this? And he laughed and he said, we are intelligence. And I wasn't gonna question deeper than that. I don't know if they saw it on social media, because I made a big brouhaha about my dockets going missing. I don't know, and as the advocate infers, did the Minister's office get involved? I can't answer that.
So when you flew up to Pretoria, you knew that you're going to be meeting the IGI himself, because
No.
he met you?
No, I was
and
invited
handed
to
you
his
over
office.
to
I was met at security. A lady came down to me to fetch me at the gate. She took me into a room. The IGI was sitting and having coffee. He told me, our advocate governor is just a few minutes late. If you'll have a cup of tea with me. We sat, we just started sipping the tea when the advocate came. And he said to me, right, she will be handling you. But I had explained to him the nature of my concerns. And I was taken into a room with advocate governor, and everything else flowed from there.
And you say at that point, the only body that had the complaint, your complaint, was the Minister's office? At the point when you get this call?
Yes.
From the IGI's office?
The Minister's office and the National Commissioner's office. No one else knew about it.
When did you inform, you're mentioning the National Commissioner's office for the first time, unless I have missed it. When and how did you put your complaints, as we have them now, and as you put them to the Minister? When and how did you put them to the National Commissioner? I'm
just trying to gather my thoughts on that issue, but I know I sent an email to him complaining about, you're making me think now, did I send that email? No. The email refers to me speaking to the Minister where I tell him your National Commissioner is not helping. I only sent it to the Minister's office. Sorry, Advocate Paloy, I almost sent you in the wrong direction. Thank you for the question.
So at the time that you get a call from the IGI's office,
yes,
the only people who are sitting with your complaint is the Minister's office?
Only the Minister's office.
Okay, thank you.
Can you just clarify this? After the letter from Mr. Nkabinde, let me not say from the Minister's office, 11 November 2024, and they told you that they'll be referring your complaint to IDEC.
Yes, sir.
Did you have any further engagements with the Minister's office regarding the crime intelligence issues and PKTT issues?
The only one was I became aware of a rumor, and it's only a rumor, I'm not throwing shade at anyone, that there was a plot or plan to arrest the Minister if he tried to, what's the word? To do away with the PKTT. That was a rumor that I heard. I called Mr. Nkabinde that day, the morning, and I said, are they really going to arrest the Minister? Because as everybody knows, my feeling is still the same. The PKTT is overfunded, the AGU is getting too little. I said to him, are they arresting the Minister over the PKTT? And he said, listen, we've heard. I don't want to say too much, but we are taking it seriously, but the Minister's done nothing wrong. That was the only discussion I had with him.
Let me ask it differently. After you submitted your Section 27 affidavit to IDEC, did you go back to the Minister's office to say, I have now submitted my affidavit to IDEC?
No, Commissioner Kamara.
You did
I did not.
And you did not say to them, I have now met with the IG's office?
No, Commissioner, that I didn't do.
So they don't know what you did after you received the letter of 11 November 2024.
What I did is I told the police portfolio that I'd met with the IG's office and I'd handed in the
No,
documents.
I'm focusing
But-
only on the minister's
No,
office.
no, not with the minister's office.
So they don't know that you submitted a complaint to IDEC,
No, no, no.
or at least you didn't tell them.
No, let's put it like that. Yeah, I didn't tell them.
But you knew that the minister's office had asked IDAC to investigate your matter?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Chair, I see it's 11:01. Shall we take the...
Let's adjourn and resume at 11.